Yo, are the blank t-shirts that you use always out of stock? Let's talk about it.
Fat Man Scoop, Brooklyn Clan. What's up, y'all? This is Fat Man Scoop. And right now, you watching the sensei, the number one, the king, my dude, Big Brando. He taught me, personally, me, Fat Man Scoop. All you gotta do is keep your mouth closed and your ears open. Listen to the man talk. That's knowledge personified right there, and I wouldn't trust nobody else but my dude, Big Brando. And I said it. Fat Man Scoop, Big Brando! Let's go!
What's happening, everybody? Boy Big Brando, and today let's talk about your favorite blank t-shirts always out of stock. Now this video right here, I just want to share what I do when my favorite blank t-shirts are out of stock, but I also want to explain something to you guys and share some of my old mistakes I used to make to try to get myself out of this bind. Now, a long time ago when I was using the AAA 1301 or the All-Style 1301, years ago in the early 2000s, it was pretty easy to find. One, there's an All-Style warehouse here in Anaheim, which is like 20 minutes away from me. And this is way before they got bought out. And All-Style was known around here as AAA because their old logo was like 3 A's stacked up on each other. And I think it stood for All-Style Active Apparel or something like that. Everybody knew the shirt as AAA. Nobody knew it as All-Style. Nobody knew the 1301 was a thing, but everybody referred to as the AAA t-shirt as it was the 1301 or the classic t-shirt. There's no 1701 and ring spun and all those other ones. This is the only one we're talking about. So it was always easy to find black and white. Not a problem. I go to the swap meet, t-shirt warehouse, pick up a few here and there, or place an order with All-Style, go pick up a big order. Where I used to fall into a really big issue is using the crazy colors. One of them being the Harbor Blue color. Harbor Blue is a weird mix between like Dodger Blue and Navy Blue, kind of like in between there. If you're familiar with Vans and you're familiar with the old school Vans, if we're just talking the Navy Blue colorway, you'll know that the toe cap, the suede part is like a dark blue, and then the middle where that little white stripe is like a lighter blue. It used to match that blue perfect. So Harbor Blue on All-Styles colors would match that blue perfect to a T. So that was an easy sell for me. I would always buy these Harbor Blue t-shirts, but the swap meets didn't carry that color t-shirt. When it came to blue, they did royal blue and navy blue, but they didn't offer that Harbor Blue. So this is a color that I had to buy from the AAA warehouse in bulk. Once again, this is not a popular color. So since I had access to the warehouse, I'm like, oh, I don't need to order a lot. I'll just order what I need for whatever release I'm doing, and we should be good. So I get those shirts in, print them up, sell them, good to go, and then I re-up for more shirts. Now I have a design that's really banging on these Harbor Blue t-shirts, and I'm moving them, boom, 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 boom. Where I'm messing up is I'm not ordering more than what I need to replenish. I'm just ordering the same exact amount because I'm trying to pinch my pennies and make sure I could cover the re-up, and I'm making sure that I'm not overspending or spending too much. So now I have this home run of a design on this Harbor Blue t-shirt because this Harbor Blue t-shirt matches these Vans, and that's what my marketing was built around at the time. Now AAA has a low inventory on Harbor Blue 1301s, and I can't find that t-shirt anywhere because none of my local spots carry it because it is kind of like a weird color. All-Style's the only place that carries this t-shirt, and they have a low inventory, and I have a feeding frenzy on my hands because I have a winner of a design that is moving units. And now I can't keep up with the demand because my supplier is out. So here I have all this momentum built up around this t-shirt, and we're moving. We're 2 months in and this t-shirt is moving daily, and it comes to a complete stop. I lose all that momentum. 3 weeks to a month go by until the shipment comes in, and until I could start ordering Harbor Blue t-shirts again, I lost all the momentum that I built up. And I was able to kind of get it back a little bit, but it was never at what it was. And I lost out on so much money, I lost out on so much time, and I lost out on so many loyal customers because I could not keep that shirt in stock. So years later, the way I operate now is I always over order. When I started to see that the 1701s were kind of getting hard to find, and it was a big deal to try to get, and this is before the rebrand of American Apparel, what I was doing was I was going to every site that I could think of to buy t-shirts from outside of the All-Style site, and I was buying up black 1701s because I knew it was coming to an end. I knew something was going on. I didn't know that it was going to be a rebrand. I didn't know it was going to be discontinued or no longer available. I just knew that my customers like this t-shirt and I need to be able to stock up on these while I still can. So that way it gives me a little buffer to start testing out some new blanks and figure out what I want to do and transition away from the 1701. So it's crazy. Now there's so many people that want to use the 1701 or that started using them and now they can't find them. So when they see me post a TikTok or Instagram reel or something and I'm showing that I'm using 1701s, like, hey, where'd you buy those from? I was buying them by the pallet load for years before this thing happened. So that way I always have a stock of them and I can start transitioning my customers to the new blanks that I want to use and find. But I'm also not going to be hurting looking for black 1701s because I got them in every size because that's what I'm selling, right? So this is my strategy on when I buy t-shirts. Like, you guys always hear me when I talk about building up your inventory. Building up your inventory doesn't mean max out your credit cards and buy pallet loads of t-shirts right out the gate. Building it up means you buy a dozen t-shirts, you sell 1 or 2. Instead of just buying 1 or 2 to replenish those, you buy 2 to 4 and you sell 4 shirts. Now you buy 8 shirts to replenish and then you keep building up from there. The more you sell, the more you buy. The more you sell, the more you buy. That's the way that it works. Build the inventory up slowly to where your budget allows you to order cases and boxes and pallet loads. The other thing you always want to look into is looking for multiple sources to get t-shirts from. If you're using a certain brand, make sure you have a bunch of different sites that you could buy those same blank t-shirts from, or make sure you have a local vendor that you could go to and buy from. And if that guy's closed, find another vendor close by that you can buy from. This is what I do because I hate to get caught up in a jam. So I always want to have different backup plans. If I know I can't get it here and it's a little bit more expensive there, but I could get them there, I keep that spot in the notes of my phone so I know, all right, if I ever need them, this is how much they charge per blank. I know it's more than what I want to pay, but in a jam and I need to get the job done, I can go pick them up from there. That's why you guys always hear me talk about t-shirt warehouses and swap meets and indoor swap meets and liquor stores and all this stuff. I just walk around and see who sells what, drive around, go to different spots, like, oh, all right, they sell All Style, they sell Pro Club. This is where they have Gildan. This is who has tank tops. This is who has every color All Style. This spot right here only does black and white. And then I just write it down in the notes on my phone. So I know if I'm ever in a pinch, I could just go down that list and be like, all right, cool. I just go to this spot. Oh, it's Sunday. Everybody's not open, but I know the swap meet's open. Or if the swap meet don't got what I'm looking for, I know that this t-shirt warehouse over here in this city got it. So this is the way that I keep my business afloat when I'm in a pinch, if I'm in a jam. But for the popular stuff that I use, like you guys know, I print on black t-shirts mainly. All my brands are using Pro Club Heavyweight and All Style 1701s. I'm going heavy on those and I'm stocking up just in case. Same goes for tank tops. I buy all my tank tops in the wintertime. When everybody else is scrambling around looking for hoodies, I'm buying tank tops, stocking up for the summertime. And then now in the summertime, I'm buying hoodies, stocking up on hoodies and crew necks when everybody else is scrambling around looking for tank tops. And then I just stock them up. And I know everybody doesn't have the space to do that, but if you could find the space, it helps because it only benefits your business when you operate this way. But like I said, operate within your budget. If you have to build that inventory up slowly, build it up slowly, as long as you're working towards it. But don't operate with like, I sold 4 shirts, I'm gonna re-up with 4 shirts. Add to that because you know what sizes are selling. So if somebody keeps coming over here and buying larges and you sell 6 larges, you just replenishing 6 larges doesn't help the case, right? You want to be able to get 12 larges because you know that's a popular size, and then you start building on top of that. Don't make the mistake I did and get caught out in the rain with no umbrella, because it sucks, especially when you have all the momentum building up and you have a home run of a design and it's killing, and then you cannot meet the demand. When you have that feeding frenzy, man, you have to keep chumming the water. You gotta keep that frenzy rolling. The moment it starts to die down a little, if you're not switching the marketing to the next stage of your marketing plan, you'll see everything kind of fall. And it happens quick, man. Everybody's hot, they want what you have, and if you can't keep up with the demand, that sucker will drop fast. And then they're like, man, I don't care about that shirt no more. You're giving people time to say, you know what, I don't really need that shirt. But when the demand is super high, you got to be able to feed them. Can't feed them if your shirts are always out of stock and you didn't stock up on inventory to meet that demand. So track the data. As you see designs moving and things are going, that's when you start doubling down on yourself. Don't make the mistakes I made. And also don't go broke trying to stock up on all these t-shirts. Like I said, build it up slowly. Work within your budget, work within within your means. And for everybody that's going to be asking like, well, what t-shirt do you use now that you don't use the All Style 1701? One, I never got paid by All Style to talk about the All Style 1701. I feel like I made a pretty big impact in the t-shirt space of talking about that blank t-shirt and getting people to use that blank t-shirt. All Style never cut me a check, or they never worked with me, or never reached out to me. Pro Club doesn't pay me to talk about Pro Clubs. These are just the blank t-shirts that I use that I'm sharing with you guys. So the blank that I'm using now is the AS Color blanks. Classic is dope, the staple is dope. They don't have rip away tags. You do have to get some scissors and snip the tags off if you wanted to print your own in there, but I still use Pro Club heavyweight. And then if people that come to me and they're looking for All Style 1301s, I use the Pro Club Comfort. I no longer use the 1701 or anything close to the 1701. I just use AS Color shirts. AS Color doesn't pay me. I don't work with them. If they wanted to reach out and work with me, since they are located here in Carson, what's happening, man? Hit me up. But if not, I'm gonna continue to use them. I'll continue to let you guys know what blank t-shirts I'm using too. I'm not the gatekeeper, I'm the gate jumper. Once I get in, I open the gate for everybody else, man. All right, if you got any questions, make sure you leave it in the comments for me. Follow me on Instagram, Big Brando TV. Catch you guys on the next one, man. Yeah.